Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast where we are watching the Lady Bears play the Lady Wildcats in volleyball. I am your host, Jackson Lee.
And I'm Grady Friga.
Let's get this show on the road. Starting out tonight, we have, I think, a court full of seniors, except for
Sydney
and Paisley on the Willow Bear side. I don't know any of the Summersville girls. I did say Summersville in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know a single one of them. I don't know their names. But we're just going to see how this goes because I've never broadcasted volleyball.
Neither have I.
Yeah. All right. Lady Bears kicking it off for Zoe Holmes. Serves it up, goes over the net. Wildcats bring it back. Alicia Shanks and the Johnson over to Sydney Stewart. Sydney brings it back over.
Like, powerful hit by Carson.
Carson.
Was that Carson?
That's Carson.
I thought Carson.
Powerful hit by Carson. I don't know. I thought that was Sydney Stewart. I might be crazy.
A good serve. Sydney hits it out of bounds. Number 26, serving for the Wildcats. Serves out of bounds. Looks like it'll be Sydney Stewart serving for the Willow Bears.
Good thing I charged my phone. Now we've got the terms that we need, I think. Oh, gosh. Look at that. Here we go. Now we're ready. It's going to be Point Summersville there. Number 24 is going to serve the ball for Summersville. Good serve. Stopped by Alexis Sigmund. And it is bad set there from Mackenzie Collins, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Another serve from 24. Looks like Bears were a little confused by that play.
Serves it over, stopped by Alexis Sigmund. Set from Sydney Stewart. Alexis Sigmund sends it over the net for a point for the Willow Bears. Shanks sends it over the net. Summersville brings it back. McKenzie over to Alexis Sigmund. Alexis tips it over the net. McKenzie with the save there, but it is not quite good enough. It's going to be Point Summersville. .27 for the Wildcats, sends it over. Alicia Shanks with the stop. Sydney Stewart with the set. Mackenzie Collins. Sends it back over, and it is going to be Point Willow. Mackenzie Collins coming out. Gabby Velt's coming in to serve. 27. Zoe Holmes sends it over, and nobody there for Summersville. It's going to be point Willow. Seems like the first big Pep Club appearance for the year. Gabby Belt sends it over, stopped by Summersville. 26 to 27. 27 sends it over. Sydney Stewart with set. Paisley Kirkington sends a hard hit over the net, but it gets stopped. Summersville brings it back over. Sydney with another set to Alexis Sigmund. It gets tipped over the net, and that is going to be point Willow.
Right in the middle. I mean, that is just a hard ball to hit anywhere by any volleyball player.
Just nobody there right in the middle. Gabby Belts to serve. Sends it over. Stopped by Summersville. 26 sets. 17 tips it over. It's going to be point Summersville. Seventeen sends it over. Liz Shanks at the top. Saved by Sydney Stewart. Paisley with the set. Zoe Holmes sends it over the net. It's going to get stopped by Summersville. Brought back over. Elise Shanks. Sydney Stewart sets it. Paisley Kirkington hits a hard hit right down the middle of Summersville, and it's going to be point Willow. Henley Johnson serving it over. Summersville with a hard hit. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by the Lady Bears, Summersville.
Number 8, Brooklyn Connor, serving for Summersville.
Good serve from Connor. Sydney Stewart tops it. Henley Johnson with the set. Zoe Holmes sends it over. Tipped out of bounds by number 17, Jaden German. It's going to be point Willow. Paisley Crutchington coming up to serve the ball for Willow. Ball is sent over. Stopped by Summersville. Number 16. I don't see that. Emily Jewett is going to be bringing the ball over for Summersville. Good serve. Henley Johnson with the set. It's going over to Sydney Stewart. She sends it over, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Brooklyn Connor. It is going to be point Willow. Mackenzie Collins coming in for Gabby Belts.
Zoe Holmes going up to serve. Just sends it a little bit too far. It is 10-9 here in the first set. Willow up. This has been a close set so far.
Close set, 10-9. Number 26, Ashton Brawley serves the ball over. Lisa Shank stops it. Sydney Stewart sets it. Carson. Going to be point Willow. Violation Summersville, maybe?
Hit the net.
Hit the net. Somebody hit the net. Sydney Stewart serves it over for Willow. Little complication there for Summersville. Summersville sends it over. Stopped by Alicia Shanks. Sydney Stewart sets the ball. Alexis Sidman sends it over, and it is going to be Point Willow. That is going to make the score 12-9 in the first set. Sydney Stewart sends the ball over. Brooklyn Connor stops it. 26-3. Over the net. Sydney Stewart stops it. Elise Shanks over to Alexis Sigmund. Alexis sends it over the net, but Summersville gets a hold of it. It's going to be brought back to Willow. Elise Shanks. Hard hit by Carson Gilbert. That is going to make the score 13-9. Willow Springs.
That is a very well-placed hit.
Net. Sydney Stewart stops it. Elise Shanks over to Alexis Sigmund. Sydney Stewart serves the ball. Stopped by 27. 26 over the net to Willow Bears. It is going to be hit out of bounds. It's going to be 14-9. Sydney Stewart serves the ball. Stopped by 27. Brooklyn Connor over to 23. Over to Alicia. Mackenzie Collins over the net.
Set by 26. 17 fumbles it around a little bit. Point Willow.
Double tap there on 17, Jaden German. It's going to be 15-9, Willow Springs. Timeout, Bears. Back from the timeout, it is 15-9, Willow Bears. Man, I struggle with this headset. Sydney Stewart serves the ball over. Stopped by Brooklyn Connor. Brought back over, Alicia Shanks. Sydney Stewart. Alexis Sigmund tries to send it over the net, but it is rejected. Mackenzie Collins sends it over, it is rejected again. It's going to be Point Summersville. Hit the net. Kaylin sends it over. Zoe Holmes stops it. Alicia Shanks. Mackenzie Collins sends it back over the net. 26-23. 23 gets rejected by Carson Gilbert. It is going to be 16-10. Willow Springs. Net. Kaylin Alicia Shanks serves the ball over. It is stopped by number 6. 26 over to 6 again. Gets rejected by Mackenzie Collins. 26 sets it over to 23. Alicia Shanks gets stopped. Paisley Clarkson tries to tip it over. Doesn't happen. Zoe Holmes over to Alexis Sigmund. Alexis hits it straight out of bounds. It is going to be 16-11 Summersville. That's a mouthful. I tell you what. 27 serves the ball over. Alicia Shanks gets stopped. Sydney Stewart sets it to Mackenzie Collins. Mackenzie sends it out of bounds. It is going to be 16-12 Summersville. Zoe Holmes, Sydney Stewart sets it to Paisley. Summersville had it over on their side for a minute, but it got sent back. Summersville tips the ball over. Sydney Stewart sets the ball to Mackenzie Collins. Double tap called there on Mackenzie Collins. 16-13, Summersville. Zoe Holmes sends it to Alex Sigmund is the one that put it over the net. Paisley Crutchington rejected that ball. It is going to be 17-13, Willow Bears. Summersville. Zoe Holmes going to send it over. Sends it to Alex Sigmund is the one stopped by 24. 26 sets the ball. Number 18 sends it over the net, and it's going to go out of bounds. It is going to be 18-13, Willow Bears. Gabby Belt's going to serve the ball again. 27 is going to try to recover that one. 17, Jaden German sends it back over. Paisley Crutchington taps the ball over the net, and number 26, Ashton Brawley, taps it, sends it out of bounds for Summersville. It's going to be 19-13, Willow Bears. Bad serve there from Gabby Belts. It is going to go into the net. It is going to be 19-14, Summersville. Number 17, Jaden German, is going to be serving the ball. Jaden sends the ball over the net, stopped by Gabby Belts. Sydney Stewart sends it back to Gabby. Gabby sends it over the net, stopped by Summersville. 17 over to 6. Ball is stopped and is not able to be recovered by Willow Springs. It is going to be 19-15, Willow Bears. Jaden German sends the ball over. Elise Shank stops it. Paisley Crutchington taps the ball over the net. Nobody there to recover that one. It is going to be 21-15, Willow Bears. Henley Johnson comes in to serve for Alexis Sigmund. Good serve. 24 over to 17. 17 sends it to 18. It is going to be recovered by Henley Johnson. Paisley Crutchington sends it back over the net. Stopped by Summersville. 6 sends it back over. Henley Johnson with the set. Zoe Holmes sends it back over the net. It is not going to be recovered. It is going to be 21-15, Willow Bears.
It's like 17 fumbled around.
(22-15). Lady Bears are up against Summersville Wildcats. Mrs. Lee joining Grady Frigga here while Jackson takes a little break. How is it broadcasting volleyball over football?
I think I like football better. There just seems more to talk about during football.
I don't know. There's a lot to talk about, but you got to know the terminology, so this is good practice for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. 22-15. I'm pretty sure you had the mic really close to your face when you were talking because it was like up my nose when I sat down. It's going to be Henley Johnson bringing the ball onto the court. Bringing the ball onto the court. This is not basketball, folks. This is volleyball.
Serving the ball on the court.
If you didn't know. Serving. There we go. Jaden German sets the ball. Cannot be recovered by Willow Springs. It is going to be 22-16. Willow Bears. Brooklyn Connor serves the ball. Good serve, stopped by Gabby Belts. Henley Johnson with the set. Paisley Kirchington tries to tip it over, but it gets rejected. It's going to be Summersville ball, 23-17, 22-17. Brooklyn Connor again. Lee Shank stops that one. Zoe Holmes sends it back over the net. Jaden German sets it to number 2. Alicia Shanks recovers that one. Sydney Stewart gets that one. 3 back over the net. This is chaotic. Zoe Holmes sends it back over. Back over from Summersville. Henley Johnson with the recovery, but that one goes out of bounds. It is going to be 22-18, Willow Bears.
This is just chaotic some of the time.
Volleyball is hard to keep up with, but it's fun to watch. It is. Brooklyn Connor sends the ball over the net. Elise Shanks gets stopped. Henley Johnson, Paisley Kirchington sends it back over. It's stopped by Summersville. Jaden German sets the ball, 22. It's going to be tipped out of bounds again by Henley Johnson. It is going to be 22-19, Willow Bears. Brooklyn Connor serves it over. Lee Shanks gets stopped. Sydney Stewart over to Paisley. Paisley sends it over the net. Summersville, Jaden German sets the ball up to number 2. She sends it straight out of bounds. It is going to be 23-19, Willow Bears. Paisley Kirchington serves the ball. Number 3 stops it. 18. Over to 27. She sends it back over the net. It's going to be Paisley Kirchington with stop. Henley Johnson sets the ball. Carson Gilbert tries to send it over, but Jaden German stops the ball. Carson sends it back over. 17 over to 3. Zoe Holmes tips that one out of bounds. It is going to be 23-20, Willow Bears. Serves the ball. Stopped by Zoe Holmes. Henley Johnson over to Sydney Stewart. She sends it over, and it is not going to be stopped by Summersville. 24-20, 1 point in this set. Zoe Holmes sends it over.
And
that is going to win the set for Willow Springs, 25-20. We're going to cut some ads. All right, we are back to Bear volleyball. I think Grady's going to take over here for a few minutes. Let's see how he does.
We're going to try it. Looks like number 26 starting off for Summersville. Ashton Brawley, the junior. And here we go, start of the second set. Willow Bears won the first one. There's a good serve. Alicia Shanks sets it up. Henley Johnson. Alicia Shanks with the hit over the net. And it is blocked by Carson Gilbert. The Wildcats cannot seem to serve it back, get it back over the net. Zoe Holmes serving for the Bears.
Darn. Okay, I was just curious. Everything else is working?
Just a little bit too much power on it. It's going to be Summersville point.
Oh, maybe it is. We didn't set that.
Where's it? How do I go in and change that?
24 serving for Summersville.
This is where it gets confusing. Yeah,
Henley Johnson hits it up in the air. Hit over by Mackenzie Collins. Hit near the net. Difficulties.
But we're back, folks. We are all right. Everything is okay. We are back to Bear volleyball, and that's all that matters.
Looks like it'll be 5-5. Willow
Yeah.
Bears ball.
Yeah, you guys missed a lot. It's 5-5. You missed, what is it, sets? 10 of them?
Points.
Points. All right. Now that we're back on track, we'll start at this set. You ready? 6-5, Willow Bears. Alicia Shank's going to send the ball over.
He said set again.
Send. Jaden German gets stopped. 18. Tries to get it over, rejected by Paisley Crudgington. 17 sends it over again. Alex Sigmund hits the ball. Paisley Crudgington to Sydney Stewart. Number 5 sends it back over. Sydney Stewart gets stopped. McKenzie sends it back over the net. 26-6. Alicia Shanks. Sydney Stewart sends the ball over with the backwards pass. 26. Paisley Crudgington tips the ball over the net. Jaden German sets the ball. Number 6 tries to hit it over and succeeds. It's going to be 6-6. Summersville will get the serve.
Number 17 serving for the Wildcats. Kinsey Collins. Paisley tipping it over to the net. Number 5, Zoe with the save. Alexis Sigmund with the hard hit. Willow Bears point. Gabby Belt subbing in for Mackenzie Collins. (17) setting to 5. Doesn't quite hit it over the net. (17) setting to 18. Paisley tipping it over the net. Number 5 with the hit. And it is tipped out of bounds by Sydney Stewart. And it will be Wildcats ball. Number 8, Brooklyn Connor, serving for the Wildcats. Gabby Belts with the hit. 17, setting to 3. 3 tips it over the net. Bears with the save. Alicia Shanks hitting it back over the net. And the Wildcats, Willow Bears point is now 9-7. hitting it back over the net. The fake set by Henley gets a point for the Bears.
Fake set. Is that a thing?
I'm pretty sure it's a thing.
I mean, fake set?
She looked like she was going up to set it and she faked it. Henley with the serve now. Looks like on that hit by number 22 did not go inside the poles. Willow point. Henley with the serve again. Is set by 17 over to 3. Gets rejected by Zoe Holmes.
Timeout Summersville. We're going to cut to ads. Welcome back to Bear Volleyball. It is 12-7 in the second set. Henley Johnson serves the ball over the net. Brooklyn Connor would stop. Jaden German sets it. Tipped over. Henley Johnson, slow save there. It is Brooklyn Connor. Jaden German over. Saved by Alicia Shanks. Paisley Crutchington. Sydney Stewart sends the ball over the net with an incredible save. Henley Johnson. Paisley sets it. Sydney Stewart tips it over. Point Willow Bears.
Henley Johnson with the serve.
Elise Shanks saves it. It goes over the net, and it is going to be dropped down by Summersville. It's going to be 14-7. Willow Bears. Henley Johnson sends the ball over the net, stopped by Summersville. Jaden German sets the ball. Number 3 sends it over. Elise Shanks stops it. It is going to be hit out of bounds by Paisley Crutchington. It is going to be 14-8. Laney sends it over for Summersville. It is stopped by Alicia Shanks. Sydney Stewart. Gabby Belt sends it back over the net. It is going to be sent out of bounds. It is going to be 14-9, Summersville. Sydney Stewart, Henley Johnson. Sydney sends it over the net, but it gets rejected. It's going to be point Summersville, 14-10. Laney sends it over for Summersville. A little confusion there from Willow. Henley Johnson sends the ball over the net. 23 stops it. 17 over to 8. Brooklyn Connor. Stopped by Alicia Shanks on Willow's side. Henley Johnson sets it. Sydney Stewart tips the ball over the net. It is stopped by Summersville and then hit out of bounds by Brooklyn Connor. It is going to be 15-10. Willow Bears. Paisley Crutchington with the set. Ball is brought back over. Paisley Crutchington. Henley Johnson with the set. Zoe Holmes tries to send it over, but he gets stopped. Brooklyn Connor brings it over. Paisley Crutchington. Henley Johnson sets it again. Carson Gilbert sends it down, and it is dropped by Summersville. That is number 22, Jenna Helton. 16-10, Willow Bears. Paisley Crutchington sends the ball over. Stopped by Jenna. Over to Jaden. 23 hits it over to Henley. Carson Gilbert sends another one over. That is going to be 18-10. Paisley Crutchington serving again for Willow. Paisley, Henley Johnson tries to save it, but sends it farther out of bounds. Going to be 17-11. Number 26, Ashton Brawley sends the ball over the net for Summersville. Henley Johnson with the set. Sydney Stewart sends it over. That is going to be 19-11, Willow Bears. 18-11, Willow Bears. I got it. Oh. Thought my chair just broke. All right, you're up.
Allison McDonough with the serve. .26 with the set to 23. Gets rejected by Mackenzie Collins. Bears passing it around. Number 24, Kaylin Heine, serving for the Wildcat. Sydney sets up Carson. And it is Willow Bears point. Sydney Stewart serving for the Bears. Lexa Sigmund with the rejection. Lexa Sigmund with another hit. 26 hitting it over the net for the Wildcats. Alexis with another hit, and that gets Bears their 20th point. Sydney Stewart up to serve again. Oh, that was double hit by Carson Gilbert and Alexis Sigmund. But it was the Wildcats' ball, number 27, the libero serving for the Wildcats. Alexis with the return. Alexis with the return and the spike for the point. Alicia Sanks serving for the Bears. Number 5, tipping it over for the Wildcats. Kinsey Collins. 17 tipping it over for the Wildcats. Alexis with a hard hit. It's tipped up by the Wildcats. 18 hits it out of bounds. Willow point. The score is now 22-13. Willow Bears. Alicia Sanks with the serve. Alexis Sigmund with the save for the Bears. Number 5 with the hit. And It is Summersville point. Number 17 serving for the Wildcats. Allison tips it up in the air. The Bears can't seem to return that one. Paisley hits it into the net. Alicia. Mackenzie Collins with the good hit for the Bears. Gets them up to 23. Wildcats at 16. Gabby Belts and Zoe Holmes checking back into the game. Timeout, Wildcats. And we are back from that Summersville timeout. Gabby Belts up to serve. It was a good serve. 24 hitting over the net for the Wildcats. Can't get stopped by the Bears. It's like number 8 and number 3 checking in for the Wildcats. Number 8 with the serve. Gabby with the return. And it's going to be Wildcats point. Number 8 with the serve again. Sydney Stewart, the set. Alexis. Ooh. The Wildcats just can't seem to get it back over the net. Here is game point for the Bears. Henley Johnson up to serve. And it's going to be tipped around by the Wildcats. And it is going to be Summersville point. Number 18 serving for the Wildcats. Alicia. Paisley with the tip over to win the second set.
We're going to go ahead and cut some ads. We'll bring you back. Welcome back to Bear Broadcast. It is the third set. Willow is up by 2. This could be the final set.
And it is going to be
Go Bears!
Let's go,
gonna
Bears.
it's going to be Zoe Holmes serving for the Willow Bears to start the set. Ooh, that is just a tough way to start off the third set. Looks like number 26, Ashton Brawley, serving for the Wildcats.
A couple of the members of the Pep Club getting a little rowdy there for a minute. I'm back.
Carson Gilbert with the hit, and it cannot be returned by the Wildcats.
Sydney Stewart coming in. She's going to be serving. Sends it over the net. Stopped by Summersville. 26 over to 17. Jaden German. She sends it over the net. Sydney Stewart sets it to Alexis Sigmund, but it gets rejected. 2-1. Summersville. Number 24, Kaylin Heine. Sydney Stewart sets it. Carson Gilbert sends it over, and it is going to be. It is going to hit the floor. Actually, I thought it was stopped, but I don't know what I was thinking.
The floor stopped it.
Floor stopped it. It's going to be 2-2. We'll tie ball game.
Looks like Paisley checking back into the game for Carson. Alicia Shanks with the serve. Number 26 setting to number 5. It is tipped around by the Bears. Alexis Sigmund sends it back over the net. Number 17 with the serve to 23. Sydney Stewart saving it. Alexis rejected. Paisley finally gets it over, and Bears point.
It's going to be 3-2 Willow Springs. Alicia Shanks is going to serve the ball. Ball comes over the net, stopped immediately by Summersville. 26 over to 5. 5 sends it over, gets rejected by Mackenzie Collins. Brought back over by 26, stopped by Alicia Shanks. Sydney Stewart sets the ball. Paisley Christian tries to tip it over, but misses. It's going to be Summersville point, 3-3. .27 brings the ball over, stopped by Alicia Shanks. Sydney Stewart sets it. Alexis Sigmund tips it over, stopped by Summersville. Jaden German over to the left side. Sydney Stewart over to Alexis Sigmund, tips it over, gets stopped. Number 5 sends it over the net. Alicia Shanks stops the ball. Sydney Stewart sets the ball. Zoe Holmes sends the ball back over the net. Alicia Shanks, Sydney Stewart sets it. Paisley Crutchington hits the ball down, and it is smoked out of bounds by number 24, Kaylin Heine. It is going to be Willow Bears ball. 4-2-3. I'm pretty sure in volleyball, is there a win by 2 rule? Sets the ball. Zoe Holmes sends the ball back over the net. No, for the last set.
Yeah, there is.
Okay,
Alicia
I didn't know. Sydney
Anyway.
Stewart sets it.
It's like the Wildcats getting each other's way over there.
24, Kaylin Heine. It is going to be, all right. Gabby Belt's going to be serving for Willow Springs, 5-3. She sends the ball over, and it is stopped by Summersville. 26 sets the ball up for 18. She tips it over the net, and it is stopped. Point Summersville. Violation on Willow Springs. Jaden German serving the ball over. Gabby Belts. Sydney Stewart sets it to Alexis Sigmund. It is tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Summersville. 5-5. Jaden German, Alicia Shanks, Sydney Stewart sets the ball for Paisley. Paisley sends it over hard, but he gets rejected. Alexis Sigmund sends it out of bounds again. It is going to be 5-6, Summersville. Jaden German sends it over the net. Alicia Shanks.
It is saved by the Wildcats. Sydney Stewart setting it up for Zoe Holmes, and it is sent back by the Wildcats. Going to make it 5-7. Wildcats up.
Jaden German's going to send the ball. She hits it over the net. Alicia Shanks sends it back over. I don't know what's so funny, Grady.
Nothing.
All right. Henley Johnson. Jaden German to Jenna Helton. It gets sent out of bounds. It's going to be Willow. Jaden German sends it over to Paisley Crudgington. Paisley misses it. It's going to be Summersville points. 7-8 Summersville. Brooklyn Connor serves it over. Gabby Belt stops it. Henley Johnson sets it for Paisley. Paisley tips it over, and it is not recovered by Summersville. 8-8 tie ball game. It's been a close game.
It has.
Willow
kind of.
They've won both sets, but
Yeah, they kind of pulled away in the second set a little bit.
yeah,
But other than that, they've been pretty close the whole game.
yeah. Well,
They powerful hit.
straight through the Willow Bears. It's going to be 8-9 Summersville. Number 18, Lainey Greer sends the ball over. Stopped by Zoe Holmes, set by Henley Johnson. Sydney Stewart tips it over, stopped by Summersville, and it's going to be hit out of bounds. It's going to be 9-9 tall ball game? Tie ball game. There we go. I got it. Don't worry. I still don't know what the pink things on some of their hands are, because none of the girls on Willow Bears have it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to figure what that is.
It's a rejection by Carson Gilbert.
Mom doesn't know either, so it's just a mystery. What? I don't see the issue. Zoe Holmes serves the ball over. Brooklyn Connor to 23, sent out of bounds. It is going to be Willow Bears, 11-9. Zoe Holmes serves the ball over. That ball was in. It is going to be 13-9.
That's a good serve.
12-9. My bad. Zoe Holmes serves the ball over. Stopped by Summersville this time. Jaden German up to 23. Stopped by Sydney Stewart. Carson Gilbert. Jaden German up to number 3 again. Stopped by Alicia Shanks, set by Henley Johnson. Sydney Stewart goes up, gets rejected. It is going to be 12-10. Willow Bears. Almost said Summersville.
It is going to be number 26, Ashton Brawley, serving for the Wildcats. Kenzie Collins hits it over, hits it out of bounds. Wildcat point. Score is 12-11. Bears up. Sydney with the set to Carson. Carson, the major hit. Now we got Sydney Stewart serving for the Bears. 23. The hit into the back row for the Bears. Summersville point. Sydney setting it up to Carson. And it cannot be returned by the Wildcats. Alicia Shanks with the serve. Number 5 cannot seem to get over to the net. Looks like the Wildcats. Paisley with the kill. Makes Paisley's 3rd kill of the night. It looks like it's going to be a timeout.
We're going to go ahead and cut some ads for the timeout. We're back for Bear Volleyball. Alicia Shanks is going to serve it over. It is 16-12. Willow Springs. Ball comes over the net. Stopped by Summersville. 26 sets the ball up for 23. Stopped by Sydney Stewart. McKinsey Collins sets it. Paisley Curtington tips the ball over. Stopped by Summersville. Alicia Shanks with the stop on Willow side. 26. Alexis Sigmund. Ball is not recovered by Summersville. It's going to be 17-12. Six with the stop there. 23 hits it over. Confusion. A little bit of confusion there on the Willow Bear side, but everybody's all right. .27 serves it over. Stopped by Alicia Shanks. Sydney Stewart sets the ball. Paisley Curtington hits it over, and it is down. 18-13 Willow Bears. Gabby Belt serves the ball over, and it is stopped by Summersville. 18 hits the ball over. Missed by Gabby Belts. 18-14 Willow Bears. Jaden German serves the ball over for Summersville. Alicia Shanks stops it. 26 sets the ball. Zoe Holmes, hard hit, and it is hit. Jaden German tips that one out of bounds for Summersville, and it is going to be 19-14 Willow Bears. Hindley Johnson serves the ball. Stopped by Summersville. Jaden German hits it up. 24 sends it over. Stopped by Sydney Stewart. Set by Hindley Johnson. Back to Sydney. Ball is hit out of bounds by Summersville, and it is 20-14 Willow Bears.
This is going to be Hindley Johnson with the serve. 27 hitting over the net for the Wildcats. Hindley with the set. Paisley. And it's going to be a timeout.
We're going to go ahead and cut some ads.
And we are back for some more Bears volleyball. Hindley Johnson serving for the Bears. 17, setting it number 5, is tipped up by the Bears. Hindley with set to Zoe, and Zoe just barely hits it out of bounds. Number 8, Brooklyn Connor, serving for the Wildcats. Hindley Johnson with the set. Sydney Stewart. Wildcats tip it out of bounds.
Paisley Crudgington is going to serve it over for Willow Bears. Stopped by Summersville. Jaden German up to number 3. She tips it over. Stopped by Paisley again. Hindley Johnson set to Sydney, and it is dropped by Willow. Point Summersville, 22-16. Sends it over for Summersville. Stopped by Alicia Shanks. Hindley Johnson over to Sydney Stewart. She hits it over the net. 18 stops it. Jaden German up in the air to 23. Sent over the net. Going to be point Summersville.
It's going to be number 18, Lainey Greer, serving for the Wildcats. 22-17. Willow Bears up. Hindley Johnson is saved by the Wildcats. Set by Hindley to Sydney. It is hit out of bounds by the Wildcats. Number 20, Allison McDonough, serving for the Bears. Number 27 returning it. Hindley Johnson with the set to Mackenzie Collins. Mackenzie unfortunately hits the net. Number 26, serving for the Wildcats. It is going to put it at 24-18, Willow Bears.
Sydney Stewart going to serve the ball over here for Willow Bears. It is 24-18. She sends the ball over. Recovered by Summersville. They send the ball over. Sydney Stewart, Alexis Sigmund, Alicia Shank sends it over. Stopped by Summersville. 26 up to Jaden German, she sends it over to Mackenzie Collins. Carson sends it over, and it's in. That is going to be Willow Bears. That is the game, folks. 25-18. Willow has won all 3 sets. We're going to go ahead and cut some ads. Join us next week for the Licking game for the Willow Springs Bears girls. They will be playing their away on September 16th, and then the Willow Bears football team will be playing in Kabul tomorrow night. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am your host, Jackson Lee.
I'm Grady Friga.
Good night.